Kevin, I'm so sick of interviewing you. Are you sick of being interviewed by me?
It's like the 50th time.
I know.
It's all good.
Let's just get this over with. So,
Okay.
over the last 3 years, every time I've asked you how are things going at Dig, you always say the same thing. You always say, good, working hard, head down, a lot of cool stuff coming out.
Yeah.
If I were to ask you that question, would you say the same thing, or can you tell us
I'd
something?
say probably working hard, head down. I'll change up the order a little bit. Dig is a big website in that there's a lot of developers, a lot of code. It takes a while to get things done. Mm-hmm. So in the early days, first year and a half or so, we could think of a feature and have it live on the site in a month. So. Mm-hmm. Those days are gone, and so it takes a little bit longer. We'll have a pretty significant new feature coming out in the next few weeks, and then a bigger launch with a completely revamped website a little bit later. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, that's truly what's going on. I mean, a lot of developers just working on the latest version of Dig, and this isn't just a minor kind of rearrangement of content or tweak. There's some completely new, very large features that'll be hitting the site. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that we are building out the kind of back end to be able to support that from a growth standpoint. So yeah, lots of work going on.
Are these things that are going to make you more competitive with Twitter?
I don't think they'll make us more competitive with Twitter. If anything, they'll encourage people from Twitter to come into the Dig universe. And to share their stories throughout the Twitter universe. Mm-hmm. I think that if anything, we want to ride on top of the other platforms that facilitate us spreading information to your friends and people you know and people that are following you. So anything we can do to help spread that message to Facebook or Twitter or anyone else, we're all game for.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think is the single most important thing you guys have done on a product level in the last year?
In the last year, Dig Dialogue has been big for us. I think that every time we do an interview with someone, from the Al Gores to the Trent Reznors to you name it, I mean, it just pulls in a whole new audience into the site that didn't know about Dig. Mm-hmm. And the fact that we're actually, empowering people to make, to be able to ask questions to these visionaries is a pretty cool thing. Mm-hmm. But Dig Ads has also been really huge for us. We launched that about a month ago. And it's the idea of actually crappy ads getting priced out of the system if they're getting buried. Our users really like, and the fact that if an ad really kind of resonates with our community and is being dug a lot, the price goes down. I think it's not only creating better ads for the users, but it's also a model which people haven't seen, and so our users are all over it. Right.
Yeah, I think that's cool. That was certainly a big theme yesterday with the ad panel, is this idea that publishers are kind of their own worst enemies, by putting just horrible ads up, and you're not really making that much money from it anyway. I mean, there does need to be a lot of fundamental innovation about really picking those ads. Is it too late though? Do people just tune out ads online because they've been such bad remnant, lose this belly fat advertising?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that, at least within our own world on Dig, is going to go away because I think that the community is asking for original new content that speaks, that's a lot more transparent, that speaks directly to them, versus it being like some kind of crazy, clearly over the top ad with flying things all over the screen. They'd rather see, behind the scenes footage of the next movie, that's a trailer that's about to come out, and they get to see it first, or some piece of content or some kind of look inside of a company that they normally wouldn't receive.
Right.
And the advertisers are getting that. I mean, I think that initially, even in the short time that we've had Dig Ads live, the feedback loop is a lot shorter to the advertisers. So they throw something out there, it's getting buried a lot, and they're like, well, we have a good product, why is this getting buried? And you're not, you're over marketing it and making it all just, what I mean, you're trying to create a message that's just not what they're looking for.
Right.
And
sometimes it's stripping away all the things that advertising agencies are paid to put over on something and just kind of giving someone an authentic message or giving them content within the ad.
Real content that they'll want to consume, an authentic message, and also opening up a conversation with the advertiser. We want to give you the option, it's not on there today, but we're going to be enabling comments on ads so that users can go in and say hey, you may be advertising the Prius, but what I really want to know is about, what's coming out 2 years from now, what you guys are doing with this battery technology, blah, 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 and giving them a way to say, oh, I see, this ad, if we tweaked it like this, it could be a lot better. get dug more, and then cost less money. I mean,
Right.
it's a win for everyone.
Right, that's cool. What was your favorite company you saw this morning?
I wrote them
Should
down.
mention we're only halfway through.
I wrote down the ones that I was going to check out.
Look at that cute little notebook. You almost look like a reporter.
It's a little tiny moleskin. City Sourced was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
I can tell you're also a homeowner in San Francisco because that was immediately my I mean, it just turns you basically into a cranky old man who wants everything cleaned up in your city.
Well, it's cool because like if you're thinking about the fact that you can go in, and they didn't add these features, but it was my suggestion to them to add like you know, kind of your neighborhood.
Well, they said the tweets they're automatically hashtagged by zip code.
Oh, that's cool.
So essentially they do that.
Right, but I want the stream. So like if I jump into my neighborhood and I'm like, oh, there's some trash on the corner, I want to say, okay, I'll take this task, go down, pick up the trash, throw it away, get points for completing that task, and then like become a better citizen within my own little mini neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? And if we all pitched in like that, it would just like, I mean, we
Make
have
a
the
massive
devices, we have the
difference.
phones, we have the GPS with the, you know, tagging with the photos, with the complaints, and I mean, it's all gonna, if we can work with government and to fix, you know, potholes and issues like graffiti, and then we can do the other things like cleanup and reporting suspicious activity, you know, kind of like a throwback to the old neighborhood watch programs.
Yeah.
Like,
no, we have them in our neighborhood.
2.0.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, and it's, to me, the last mile of the internet that very few people have successfully really done is local, and this is like micro local. I mean, things that really impact your life.
I think it's
and
coming.
No one's leveraging that yet.
I think it's coming in a big way because I mean, look at like Foursquare. I don't know if you played along. Checking into different locations, becoming the mayor of certain locations, like being able to give reviews even before you walk into the store, and then saying like, there was a place I checked into the other day and it said, oh, by the way, if you show this to the bar down the street, you get a free drink.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, that location
aware. And we know
aware.
you love the free drinks.
And we know that you also love the free drinks.
Michael wanted me to ask you when the last time you've been up this early was.
Oh, I get up early all the time.
I told him that. See, people have the wrong image of you.
Well, I don't know. There was the Kevin of Dignation, like, you know, 3 years ago when all this stuff was kicking off. Where,
this is Kevin 2.0?
Well, I don't know. It was a very crazy party time back then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do.
Okay, last question. I have to ask one asshole question. You know, in retrospect, do you think starting Pounce was a mistake?
I think starting Pounce and not giving it a CEO to run with was a mistake. I mean, we could have. I mean, we were Yammer before there was Yammer. We were private, file sharing, event sharing. You know, I think that had we structured it properly, where I wasn't as involved and Daniel wasn't as involved, and we kind of just
it could have a life of
we were
its
kind
own.
of exactly. If we were just kind of advisors, got someone to run with it, I think it could have been a great thing. But you know, I think that. You know, like anything you do, you're always helping push things in different directions. Even if it doesn't succeed, the technology went to 6 Apart. They're gonna, you know, I'm not gonna speak on their behalf, but they have some stuff that they've kind of taken that and turned it into, which is gonna be pretty cool. And some of our ideas, like, you know, the file sharing and inline images have been built into third-party Firefox extensions for Twitter, into third-party services, you know, that now become and integrate completely into Twitter. These are just good ideas. Anytime you can help feed the ecosystem and you're helping move things forward.
Would you ever start another company while doing another company?
I've moved to angel investing. That's so much easier. Because then you can just go and say, you have a really cool idea. Like, I can help you in these ways, and just throw them a little cash and just watch them go off and execute, which is awesome.
Just don't do what Tony Shea did and put some poor reporter in charge of
yeah, what's up with that? I had breakfast with him yesterday. He didn't say anything about it. Has it turned into a nightmare?
Every time he mentions it, my inbox gets just, you know, flooded with and it's not even the companies, because I'd actually like to look at company pitches. It's investment managers, like private wealth managers. That's got to be the worst part of being a success. And it's like, I did this to you too. I mean, it's like every time I write about even hinting at someone's net worth, they have to deal with it. So I think it was Tony's way of getting revenge on me on behalf of everyone.
So did you pick any companies yet?
No, I'm going to.
There's some good ones here.
I know.
I
know. Well, City Source may be it.
Yeah, seriously. I'll get on that one too.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin, and thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.